What if I told you the two most dominant forces in WWE history are walking back through the same door together? Roman Reigns crushed John Cena. Brock Lesnar ended the streak. For years, they were enemies, colliding in WrestleMania main events, tearing each other apart for blood and legacy. Now, WWE just confirmed the unthinkable. Reigns is wounded. His empire crumbled. Lesnar spins silent. But sources say they're returning to SmackDown on the same night. Not as rivals. Not as threats. As allies? Or executioners. If these two monsters actually unite, the entire roster is screwed. Or is this a setup for the biggest betrayal in WWE history? Hit that subscribe button because what's coming to SmackDown isn't just a return. It's an extinction-level event. The WWE Universe is on edge. The arena lights haven't even dimmed yet, but the air already feels different. Like something is about to shift. And not just shift, it's about to snap. For years, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar defined dominance. Reigns built an empire with his bare hands, stacking legends and crushing icons. Lesnar? He was the storm that couldn't be stopped. He suplexed the soul out of Cena, ended The Undertaker's streak, and walked into arenas like a hunter in a land of prey. They were never friends. They didn't shake hands. They clashed. They conquered. They hated. But today the rules have changed. It started with a whisper backstage. A SmackDown producer, overheard on a hot mic, muttering just two words. They're coming. The internet exploded. Who's coming? And then WWE dropped the hammer. A graphic. A date. One blue brand logo. And then the words. Roman Reigns. Brock Lesnar. Return. No explanation. No context. Just chaos. Fans thought it was a typo. A mistake. Maybe even a glitch. Because Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar don't return together. They don't share flights. They don't strategize. They don't even look each other in the eye unless they're about to throw fists. But then came the confirmation. Paul Heyman, yes, that Paul Heyman, tweeted something cryptic. Just 3 images. A crown. A beast. And a pair of bloody hands. No caption. No tag. No need. It's real. And it's happening. The bloodline? Fragmented. Solo Sikoa has tried to keep it alive, but he's reckless. Dangerous, yes, but not disciplined. Not Roman. USO left. Jimmy's playing both sides. Jacob Fatu's carving his own kingdom in shadows. The throne is empty. And that's when Roman called him. The one man who understands power through destruction. The man who once tried to tear Roman's head off with bare hands. The man who never bends the knee because he doesn't need to. Brock Lesnar. The beast incarnate. The conqueror of streaks. The nightmare in suplex form. Silent for over a year. Vanished after losing to Cody Rhodes. No interviews. No podcast. Not even a grainy gym photo. Gone. Until now. Insiders say Roman and Brock met weeks ago. Private jet. Undisclosed ranch in Saskatchewan. No cameras. Just cold air, 2 legends, and a conversation that would change WWE forever. Roman offered something Brock had never truly had. Purpose. Because Brock doesn't care about titles. He cares about domination. He doesn't want gold. He wants fear. And Roman knows how to turn fear into empire. The proposal was simple. Help me rebuild the bloodline. Not with cousins. Not with loyalty. But with force. The beast didn't nod. He just stood up. And walked inside. That was all Roman needed. So, what does this mean for SmackDown? The locker room is scrambling. LA Knight canceled his press interview. Kevin Owens reportedly requested a brand switch. Cody Rhodes, who's held WWE's top spot since Mania, has not responded to the rumors. And Paul Heyman? He's vanished too. Because when Roman and Brock walk into the same arena, you don't watch. You prepare for war. There are 2 possibilities. 1. Reigns and Lesnar are truly united. A super faction. No handshakes. No speeches. Just violence. Roman returns not as the tribal chief, but as a warlord. And Brock? He's not the right-hand man. He's the hammer. Together, they erase everything. No Seth Rollins. No AJ Styles. No Gunther. No Judgment Day. Just carnage. 2. This is all a lie. A trap. A setup for the biggest betrayal in WWE history. Because what if Brock plays along? Walks beside Roman. Waits. Then rips him apart from within? Because if there's one thing Lesnar loves more than money, it's reminding people who the real alpha is. Remember SummerSlam 2022? Remember how Brock lifted the ring with a tractor just to make a point? That man doesn't forget. He doesn't forgive. And Roman may have made a deal with the devil just to avoid being irrelevant. If this is a partnership, it's the most unstable one WWE has ever seen. 2 nuclear bombs sharing one button. And when that button gets pressed, boom. The upcoming SmackDown episode isn't just a return, it's a reckoning. Security has been doubled. Travel routes for the roster have been rerouted. Even WWE officials are reportedly prepping backup plans in case things go off script. Because they will. And here's where things get darker. There's talk, unconfirmed, but heavy, that Roman Reigns isn't just bringing back Brock. He's rebuilding the bloodline with beasts. Not family, not heritage, but monsters. Imagine this. Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Jacob Fatu, and Zilla Fatu in one faction. No smiles. No hand gestures. Just pain. A new era of WWE dominance, not built on respect, but pure survival. And they're calling it the Final Order. If it happens, every faction dies. Judgment Day? Over. Imperium? Shattered. Rollins' revolution? Buried. Because when the Final Order rises, there's no room for chaos. Only control. And Lesnar is control through terror. But again, what if this is exactly what Brock wants? What if he fakes loyalty, lures Roman into comfort, lets him sit on the throne, then rips it from beneath him when it matters most? WrestleMania 42 is just around the corner. And what better way to sell out stadiums than Brock Lesnar turning on Roman Reigns in the most violent betrayal of all time? Picture it. Roman, standing tall, flanked by Lesnar. The arena roars. Then Brock hits him with an F5 so brutal, so final. It ends the bloodline story once and for all. Paul Heyman walks out, smirking. Because it was his plan the whole time. He split the bloodline. He planted the seeds. He knew Roman's fear and used it to build a better beast. Now that's a Shakespearean tragedy in a steel cage. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. For now, we wait. SmackDown is coming. And WWE has confirmed the impossible. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar will return together. Not as foes. Not yet. Maybe never. Maybe. Or maybe. The moment Roman turns his back, Brock won't hesitate. Because at the end of the day, no matter what banners they wave, these men are predators. Alone they ruled. But together, they erase legacies. This isn't just a new chapter. It's the start of the end.